Somebody John Online, guys. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Shadows. This should be chapter 188, I believe. Somewhere in there. When we last left off, the game was in a totally different state. So what I want to do is jump into the base game and go over a couple things. Then we'll jump into the DLC. I'll try not to take too long. Obviously, we all want to see the DLC. That's what we're here for, but I did want to kind of showcase some things, cover some things. Actually thinking about it too, there should be more weekly challenges, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. There should actually be some free content to do in the game as well anyways. New expansion. When you're ready to start your new adventure, talk to Hanzo's contact at the hideout in Setsus. Okay, we can access it through here. Multiple anomalies, that's cool. Alright, so where to start? Let's start with the map. Obviously everything on the map is kind of revealed. So one of the major things that they did was when you have a certain building in your hideout upgraded to a certain level, if you have all the viewpoints in a province, it just automatically clears the fog of war, which I think is a nice quality of life improvement. Besides that, it's worth noting that this is a New Game Plus file, so that's why the levels are higher up and everything is cleared fully, though. I should mention that. Ooh. Okay, so there's one in Awaji, that's cool. I don't have any tournaments, though. We'll probably quickly do the Animus challenges beforehand, but yeah, so I did... Like I said, this is a New Game Plus file, but still everything is done fully. Hideout is at level 11, but we'll talk about that shortly. The main buildings are all max level again, though. I did clear all the side quests, all the main targets, as you can see, they're all clear. So that's all that. Characters. So Naue is level 80 and 35 mastery level. We're still using Shinobi's Fury, but as you can see, it's a little bit different. So the weapons got a further upgrade level. So legendary can become artifacts and epics can become mythic. So there's just higher quality rarity, I guess. And then within that rarity, you can upgrade the rarity level to boost the weapon and its stats even further. So for example, Shinobi's Fury is level 80 because that's my level right now, so I've been upgrading it like normal. We also upgraded the rarity, so it's an artifact now, and then artifact level 9, which is the max. So as you can see, weapon DPS, posture DPS, ability damage, vulnerable damage, they're all special increased stats now, and I do crazy numbers. Still using the Typhoon Dragon headpiece. It's artifact headgear, it's level 8. So it's not full, but everything you see here is still the same. Peasant clothes, artifact light armor, and Omukade's feast. Artifact trinket. Just using a Shudo as the mount. For Yasuke, I'm still using the Shade of Blight. It's an artifact Neganata. So these are all level 1. I haven't actually built his stuff up that well. I was working on Naue first, but the reason I was doing Naue is just because Yasuke is already just an absolute monster now with the build I have and stuff, and we're going to cover that shortly. But yeah, so we still have Shade of Blight, still using the Infernal Eternity headpiece, Cinder Oni armor, and the Encouragement with all its same, all the same abilities. And then I'm just using the Sakuri Beast, which is what we got for DLC. New Yasuke abilities. Interesting, I didn't know that one. So this right here, I'm gonna kind of go over this quickly. So I gutted the whole build and basically rebuilt it. So for Katana, I have nothing except for melee expert, and they also increased levels and stuff like that. So we have this level 4, it's maxed out. Kursegama, the only thing I have here is critical proficiency. Tanto, I have it completely maxed out, which is increasing my Tanto damage by 120%. So even though certain things I might not use, like the backstab, even though I've figured a way to kind of make it work. But anyways, though, even if I'm not using certain abilities, it was still more efficient for me to put all these points into these ranks and stuff. So that's for the new weapon, the bow staff. Obviously, we don't have it yet, so I haven't covered it. Tools, I have everything there, so I have a 15% chance to refill a tool on use, which in conjunction with... is it this one? Yes. Everlast. Kunais now have a 75% chance not to break on hard impact, so I guess that was the whole thing, was that the kunais were supposed to be breaking on impact, and one of the updates they actually fixed it so it was. For Shinobi, that's what I'm currently working on right now, the Shinobi Mastery, but that's where we're sitting at that. And then for Assassin, I have almost everything. The only thing we're missing is the Chain Assassination, which I'm probably going to pick up, but I'm going to wait until we have the bow staff. And then for knowledge ranks, so this is where we're at right now. They raised the knowledge cap from 20 to 30. So I'm just going to quickly go through this. Damage with posture attacks, damage with headshot, armor damage, damage on vulnerable enemies, critical damage, damage with ability, armor piercing, damage with tools, damage with melee weapons, damage, cooldown, health, adrenaline, critical chance. And then these two ranks are all new. Adrenaline when detected, damage during night, damage on afflicted enemies, and combo enders, and hit multiple enemies. I haven't built on just because it's not prevalent for now, especially with the way we play, or the way I play in my build and stuff. Damage with consecutive hits, and then I have damage on next hit after kill, next hit after ability, next hit after dodge, and next hit after hitting with tool. So we have all that. So Yosuke, there's some new stuff here. Wind slash, This is the first time I'm seeing this stuff. So for his long katana, the only thing I really have is the passives, the global passives. This is just always there. They added more stuff in the Naginata. Arcane Stance. It's cool. We're going to have to build into that, obviously. Currently, though, it's maxed out 120%. Again, it's what works best for this build, so even if there's certain things, like for example I don't use the whirlwind combo, but having all the points there gives me 20 extra percent. So Cannonbow throw, I just have the global passives. Teppo, what's new? The Setsu burst, that's crazy, it's like a flamethrower. The only thing I have here is armor damage. What didn't I? Oh, yeah. The sides. Samurai, it looks like they haven't added anything yet, so I'm just kind of picking away at this slowly. I have whatever I do have right now in the bow. What do they have? Spread shot. So I completely gutted all the bow skills. I just have critical damage now. Reason being is we basically just dumped into knowledge rank. So armor damage, damage with affliction, damage on vulnerable enemies, critical damage, damage with ability, armor piercing, damage with melee weapons, damage, cooldown, health, adrenaline, critical chance, damage reduction from ranged hits, damage reduction from melee hits, damage on afflicted enemies, damage with combo enders, damage from hitting multiple enemies, and these are all the same. Consecutive hits, next hit after kill, next hit after ability, next hit after parry, next hit after breaking armor. So when you look at this, like 150%, 72, 150, 150, so it adds up. It's insane. Besides that, let's take a look real quick. So I'm not going to do it right now, but we did go through, well, I did off screen, and I kind of built the base up. So I want to showcase that to you, but I'm not going to do that right now. I want to kind of dive into things. I might show it at the end, but so Stables level 5, Kakurga level 5, Dojo level 5, Forge level 5, and Study level 5. If I go here, I can show you guys. That's level 4, that's level 5. Just so you guys know what's kind of different now. That way you know. Kakurga level 4, Kakurga level 5. Study level 4, and Study level 5. The only one that's not level 5 is the Forge. It's actually level 6. So they upgraded to level 4 a while ago because they raised the level cap from 60 to 80, and it's now again raised from 80 to 100. But Forge level 5 and Forge level 6. And then also the Dojo. Dojo level 4, which is insanely useful, and Dojo level 5. And then, so all these buildings have upgrades now too. So for example, Terra, level 2 and level 3, but I actually ran out of resources, as you can see at the top, so I'm actually going to have to start collecting resources again, which is good. Adds longevity to the game, right? Jinja, level 2 and level 3. The one I really need to do as soon as possible is the Nando. So level 2, they add meditation, which makes it advanced time of day, which is something that a lot of people wanted for a while. And then level 3. And then what do we got? The Zashiki, level 2, level 3. And lastly, the Tea Room, level 2 and level 3. So that's what I'm working towards in the base, is upgrading the themed rooms now. Obviously, Nando would be my first one. Then I'm going to do Terra, because that's should be my first one, but conflicting priorities. And so on and so forth. But yeah, we'll cover the base another time. Oh, actually, one other thing I want to show you before I forget. Interesting. It's a good thing I checked that, actually. They added a new reward line, the Sanctuary. So this is where we're at right now. We got the Eagle Head, and then I'm right there. Further on, Rooftop Cat, which I'm looking forward to. Renaissance Hood, and what do we got? Charma Frenzy, and the Renaissance Robes, which I think would all kind of be cool to at least play with, right? I think I showed this. No, I didn't. So they added this one to the Namasin. So we have the Market Control helmet, Shrilling Akita Puppy, which we would have seen there if you were paying attention. Market Control Cannabo, Talisman of Control, and the Market Control armor. I'm not using any of that. We did the Awakening. I'm pretty sure I showed that on screen. I did also get a whole bunch of gear from the exchange, but again, we're not going to cover that either. I kind of want to advance time of day just so I can get my replenishment back on my scouts, and also so I can get that kind of stuff over and done with. So it's, as much as I'm pushing it back and I don't want to, let's do the weekly challenges. I can kind of quickly get in, do it, get out sort of thing. As much as I should be clearing these places and farming as much as possible, but neither here nor there. So the echoes I'm looking for right in there. So keep an eye on this for a second too. I'm gonna use that, and we're gonna see how long it takes for him to replenish. One down. Can you get the other guy? Nah, they're too far away. That's fine though. How did he not notice? Well, I guess the way, the place he died. Actually, trying to think the best way to handle this. Gonna wait a second for this guy to move. Oh, he went back. Biggin over there, I didn't even see him. Grab this chest on my way out. It's not exactly what I wanted, but... Alright. Go ahead and hit the Animus real quick, and then we'll pick up our next 2 mastery points. What does that put me at? 5, I believe. Let's continue to sit on it for now. Till I see this bow staff. That's like way out there. Alright, let's go from Lover's Lake then. Why? Oh. How? Wait, hold on. What part of this isn't? Okay, just that part apparently. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm good. Right now we're rocking the Master Assassin gear as our appearance. You know what? This is actually going to work out nicely, because this could be like a recap episode, and the next one that we're going to see is going to be like the actual DLC. I don't even see anyone over there. Oh yeah, okay, I see the guy. I got robbed there, what the fuck? Hit the Animus again. It's a shame those mastery points are going to be wasted, but hopefully not. Anomalies. Can I? Can't even activate it from that screen. Unfortunate. Okay, well that one's super duper close to the Kukurga and Laos. That's always nice. Might as well actually do this too while I'm thinking about it. I wasn't doing it off screen when I did my second playthrough just because, but it really should be. I need any... Not... Been playing Far Cry 6, and I've been really enjoying it actually, it's really good. Been flying through it too, it's actually going a lot faster than I thought it was going to. See, that's how that was supposed to go the last time with my my hidden hand ability, but for some reason that guy just ate it. I've noticed that too with the abilities with Naue specifically. Sometimes the abilities, they should hit a certain way and they just don't, and I don't know why. Like the damage isn't consistent. All right, last thing. Purge corrupt entities in Yamato. Ugh. Okay. This one's gonna be a bit of a pain, but we'll make it work. And then we have that bow staff quest to do. I didn't use any abilities.
影に潜み人目を避けねば
I seem to get this one a fair bit, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Get the other guy. Thank you. Just that guy there. Yeah, I get this one a fair bit. Yeah, he's just the only guy in here. Easy peasy. Kind of work our way back out. Okay, well that works too. Wasn't what I exactly intended, but not necessarily mad about it. 2 knowledge points, which I'm interested to see how that goes. Does that just transfer over? That's the one thing I did notice, is that knowledge points, when I was collecting them, they just, like, yeah, it didn't turn into mastery points, but before they were. So I'm not sure if that's something they have to figure out, but I know we have like a crap ton. I probably have at least 15 knowledge points that just kind of went into the void. Okay, so next up, go with the bow. We'll travel to the hideout and then run outside it. You know, I didn't even pay attention. I have no idea what ability or what prayer we got. Prayer boost. All right, Ginger, what do you got?
なあ、共に牧野寺に行かんか。冥蘭棒術の宗家にして墨絵にも優れる方が滞在しとるそうだ。その教えを学びたい。
なんと棒術を習いたいのか。
宗家の冥蘭殿は無双なのだ。棒一本で100人の兵と戦えるというぞ。
100人の兵じゃと。
確かに直江も強いが、棒術は誠の格闘術なんじゃ。
棒術は古来の武術じゃ。うまく使えば役に立とう。
よし、なら行こう。墨絵も描いてくれるかもしれんぞ。
では行くか。
The same kind of crappy thing is, I want to use the bow staff, but our whole build is built around the Tanto. I would have to completely gut the build and rebuild it.
それでは着く頃には先生が去ってしまっておるぞ。考えてみろ。砲術を身につけたら富を怖がって言うことを聞かなくてもよくなる。
But it sounds like a
私
cool
も
weapon.
幼き頃に似たようなことを考えたが、すぐに無理じゃと悟った。
考えとるだけではかなわぬぞ、直江。
ではお前は叶えられるのか？棒の使い方を習うなら敬意を持って扱うことじゃ。
ああ、わかった。この人たちもみんな寺に向かっとるのだろうか。
そうじゃろうな。
It's also worth noting too in this second playthrough, I didn't get nearly as many sumis as I normally, or as I did in the first playthrough.
ああ、かたじけない。
どうした？困っておるようじゃが。
師匠のメイランが姿を消したのです。
先生が？
もうじき寺で稽古なのですが、メイランがおらねば稽古はできませぬ。
それはなんと間の悪い。
諦めるわけにはいかん。先生を探そう。
この森は危ない。恐れ知らずの無法者どもが救っておるのでな。寺に行っておれ。この坊様についていくんじゃ。私はメイラン殿を見つけたら連れて行く。
Alright. Track down the Bowmaster he was to give a lecture in Setsu. He might be in Kawachi Heights. How far? That's like down the way. So he's probably at that place right there. Okay, let me call my horse. Crappy thing about doing a second playthrough is I did all the side objectives like I said, and having to grind out the friggin' Ronin kills and some of the banding kills in some of the regions too are just tedious as all hell. The other thing I found weird too is the Jinto statues. For whatever reason it wasn't tracked in my second playthrough, so I don't know if that quest is bugged on like a second playthrough or what. I'm positive I have them all because I've gotten all the hints from the various I just follow this from the various Kakurgas and stuff, and now that the map's full cleared too, right?
行くぞ。この先には寺つつき殿がある。そこにおるのか。
Might have taken the path to Teretsuki Den. Actually, something really cool I found out when I was doing my second playthrough. The Winter Raiders, if you are in key at any time that's not winter and you're trying to do that, they literally are all in this cave. So I was able to get all of them right then and there.
よくぞ来た。
メイラン殿で。
恥ずかしながらそうじゃ。
盗賊に襲われたかと弟子が案じておりました。
そうじゃ。恐ろしい者たちが集団でわしと馬に襲いかかっての。
気の毒に手をお貸しします。
それは情け深い。それこそが世の常というものであろう。この年になればそうしたことも受け入れてゆかねばな。
さあ、皆が待っております。
戻ることはかなわぬ。まだ何も終えてはおらぬのじゃ。始まってすらおらぬ。
何の話で？
墨絵じゃ。この見事な景色を前にして描かずにおることはできぬ。されど筆を取ったばかりだというに、我が老いた身は悲鳴を上げておるのじゃ。
確かに紙の用意すらしておらぬご様子。わかりました。より見晴らしの良いところを探しましょう。参りましょう。良き場を探そう。
Alrighty. And there's some bandits.
止めねば。
Easy.
容赦して進まねば。
He is looking quite menacingly.